know what I'm saying? Been going through a lot. MeanTime for real. It's JayArson. In the meantime, yeah. I'm going through a lot in the meantime. In the meantime, they pulling shit I can't believe. In the meantime, look what the streets have done to me. In the meantime, I'm feeling like it's all on me. In the meantime.
Hey, back again, we got JayArson.
Whoa.
You know what I'm saying?
What's up?
So, we gotta talk about that in the meantime too.
Yeah.
You know, so
talk about it.
In the process of listening to in the meantime too, I want to go back and get reacquainted with the first one. And I think the thought process. Well, no, the thought process wouldn't be different. Well, it would be different, but I want to know about the recording and the production process. Was that different for you for recording in the meantime too?
Yeah, man. In the meantime too, I didn't write.
No.
So it was a different process. Me and my dog Nels over there at Cut Studio. I was explaining to him what I was doing. I was like, I don't want this to be like nothing that was scripted. I wanted it to be heartfelt. So I explained to him might be some times I might be in a boot, I might start crying or something because these were suppressed thoughts that I had to relive.
Right.
And formulate them right. Before as production, I really just went through a handful of production, went through my beats and went on different people's sound clicks and all kind of different shit and found the producers that fit the sound that I was going for, and I just stuck with those dudes. So
right.
it was definitely it was a simple strategic process, you know what I'm saying? And that's how the whole sound was just organic, it was all heartfelt. So it was just easy to do. Right. The recording and even finding the beats that fit that mesh what I was trying to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But in the meantime too, it's for sure going down as a classic project in my book. I'm
humbled by that. Thank you.
Not only because you can listen to it front to back, and then it's because you get game from every song, and I want to know did you purposely do that? Well, you say you ain't right, so it's it was just an organic thing, like you said, then, right?
Yeah, anything I do, I want somebody to be able to try to learn something from it, even myself,
Right.
I won't go back and listen to my music 10 years from now and learn from my mindset where I was at 10 years from now. And I just try to create something that my sons can listen to,
right,
and get game from it. You know what I'm saying? My cousins, I got a lot of people look up to me. So, my mom always made me aware of that crown I wear. You know what I'm saying? And it's just a subconscious thing that I do. It ain't nothing that I'm trying to do. It's just that I'm aware of who I am.
Right.
Yeah.
So on that song Tears, that's my shit up.
Yeah.
I know that you talked about reminiscing when you didn't have a pot to piss in.
Facts.
And can you talk about those days and times a little bit?
Shit, I remember, I remember wearing the same school shoes for 2 years, you know what I'm saying? Niggas coming to school, new shoes. My mom, I guess, I don't know what transition period my pops was going through at the time financially, but, I ain't get school shoes every year, you know what I'm saying? I ain't get a game of Christmas presents all the time, but I had a lot of love, and I got a lot of game, but, I remember getting clowned for not having. My mom always dressed me real nice, perfect type shit, sweaters, maybe a nice sweater, but I ain't had Jordans, you know what I'm saying? I ain't have all the extra stuff that most people probably took for granted or something. I ain't had none of that shit. Sometimes my water might be off, shit like that,
Right.
My parents did the best they could, but I wasn't exempt from those hardships that I didn't know was hardships until I reminisce and I reflect on the simple things that's around me, just being able to wake up and fucking go out to eat it's a birthday dinner or something. I don't remember coming home from school and my mom and dad or whatever having fucking Pizza Hut or something. And
Right.
simple shit that my kids take for granted. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
that's what made me reflect on that shit. Just really like just being in a better situation than my parents was, and breathing, taking life in deep, and realizing, you know, the gift of life will really work. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't have everything, you know, and I ain't tripping because it made me stronger. You know what I'm saying? I'm thankful for those struggles because my kids might not be as strong as me for having everything. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Alright, so in tears also, like, you know, you talk about when you see the black man getting shot in front of his mother by the police, and like you also mentioned about the girls out like turning tricks and shit like that.
Yeah.
So I want to know, like, was these like first hand accounts, or were you like simply just being the voice for people across America?
Both, man. You know what I'm saying? I witnessed police brutality. I've been a victim of police brutality. Shit, I watch young girls turn tricks. You know what I'm saying? Like, and like just at the point of my life, even not being around and just reminiscing and being a voice. You know, being a voice of the struggle.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I don't have it all. Like I still stay in the hood. So like I don't never want niggas to get it fucked up that I feel like I'm exiled or non-exempt from bad shit happening to me or nothing like that shit happening to anybody. But like that, me being the voice of the struggle, man, and me first hand seeing that shit, so that definitely was like a heartfelt song.
Right.
And those bars came from a real place.
Right, that dude, now you feel that shit, dude, like, you know, like on that Resurrection, like, you know what I'm saying? Now that's one of your not everyday songs, like, you know, it's not the everyday visuals. Like, I want, like, who came up with the Jesus imagery? Like,
me.
You?
Definitely.
That shit was dope.
Like all my videos, man, I pretty much come on my treatments. No disrespect to nobody I work with, but like me and Dex, like, you know, Dope Media, we really build off of like what I bring to him.
Right.
Any video, man, that I deal with, like we build off of what JayArson brings to them. That's why you might see our videos and they look completely different from work that they do with other people, because these are my ideas and these are my efforts to getting all this stuff together to make it happen.
That shit shoot, boy. That shit shoot.
But yeah, let's talk. What's up with Resurrection? How you feel about that?
Resurrection, that bitch dope. That's why I say it's not like you everyday thing, cause how it start off, you thinking it's going to like another lane. Then when you see the Jesus thing, you don't know. But when you come on that bitch, I've been pissed on, shitted on, laughed on, like you know you be going, did all that bitch do? Yeah,
you know, I really made Resurrections for a lot of different reasons, man. Because like, I don't know, I'm a competitor, and I think a lot of times the lane that I travel for is like me, the songs that I create. It might, you know, people might not look at me as JayArson as a lyricist, or you know, JayArson, like I'll eat you alive. Like, that's how I feel. Like, you know, even with me addressing like everybody coming up with these top 10 lists, like who qualified to come up with these New Orleans lists, like people so busy like trying to put people on a list versus like trying to build and like make us stronger. They dividing us with lists and all this other shit. So like I stepped on that shit and that too. I want to talk about that. Like, that's why I'm like, you know, it's like they talking about who the best is. I'm saying me, and me. You know, and if anybody a rapper, that's how they supposed to feel. I said that, and of course like these lists start coming out. But I had already like addressed how I felt about lists. So people like, Jay, you went on the list. I'm like, go listen to Resurrection. That's how I feel about the list. I don't care if I was number 1 on the list. I just feel like us as people, we should be building, not like, you know, like acknowledgement is cool. You know, it's a lot of people doing their thing and say salute to them, but like, you can't even compare me to dudes like Felly sometimes, I feel, cause I don't know, it's just like, you know, everybody in their own lane. I'm in my own lane, so I don't feel like we apples and oranges or however you want to put it. Like, I ain't saying.
I definitely feel you coming from.
Yeah, it's like I wear different hats. Like artists don't wear the hat that I wear. Like these dudes my peers, but I'm my own CEO. Like I don't have no big homie, no sugar daddy giving me no money, or none of that. Like I ain't got nobody calling. I'm calling them, asking them to pay for my videos. I ain't got nobody paying my cars or none of that rent cars for me or none of that. I ain't nobody put my diamonds in my mouth. Like, so it's just like like
that's a different story to tell it itself, right there.
So
you know what I'm saying?
I don't know, but like, yeah, man, I'm glad you like Resurrection.
fucking right, man. Another one like the Angel.
Yeah.
Like I want like that was your mom. That was
that was my mom talking on the record.
Right. That shit was dope. Like how that was to get your mama on the track.
That just happened organically. Like she wasn't even supposed to. Like it was just supposed to be like short talking. But like when I got her to do the talking, she just went on, and it was so much positive content.
Right.
I just had to figure out a way to incorporate it on the song. So like I listened to the song a bunch of times, and then I just told the engineer, I said, man, listen, we go chop up my mom on the hooks and let her talk, in a backdrop or whatever, and like really bring the song out. Like she really made the song, man. Like and I appreciate her for that. You know what I'm saying? I was just glad to. I was glad to be able to like incorporate like my mom within my artistry or whatever, however you want to put it. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times, like I use my kids for videos. I try to make my family a part of what I do, right? Because that's what I do. So I feel like if they could get excited about what I'm doing and I'm doing something right and I'm on the right path, and my kids, my mom excited. You know what I'm saying? R.I.P. my pops, he was excited about my progression, as an artist and stuff like that. So that's what bring me joy, man. Being able to like make my family a part of what I do, cause I feel like God is love and love is family. So I got God next to me every day, cause they always with me.
Right.
Yeah.
So in Illy, like you got real personal. Definitely. About like parts of like you and your father's relationship.
Yeah.
Like, you mentioned him asking about the Trap Chronicles too.
Yeah.
And you like asking, he was asking you like, were you really poor? And you like, basically expressed that like maybe you didn't realize because you was busy coaching and sleeping with other women and stuff like that. Like, what made you want to go like talk about that now on that song?
Cause it's real conversations I had with my pops. You know what I'm saying? And my pops being passed away has been like it's been a dramatic effect on me, because I never like really sat back and had to realize like how much I look like, how much of his mannerism I have, and like how positively he affect my life, and even like positive through some of the negative decisions he made. Nobody's perfect.
Right.
But the beautiful thing about me and my pops relationship is whatever I put on wax, me and him talked about that already.
Right.
Like we talked about everything. Like we never had a situation where I didn't never address them up like a man. I'd be like, say dog like a man.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So like them was just one of them heartfelt moments. Like I can't duplicate that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't write that, and it was just one of the moments that I felt like I just had to like put it into the music, because like perspective is a motherfucker. So my daddy looking at me sideways for like whatever endeavors I didn't doubt that he didn't agree with, but I'm like, well, nigga, you looking at me like why you ain't take some chances? I ain't saying do what I did, but like, why you was cool with going to working in 9 to 5 every day and not like not creating some type of ownership for me, to not have to do the shit that I wind up doing.
Right.
So that's how I felt. That's how I really feel. You know what I'm saying? And like I pump that same shit to my sons, like ownership.
Yeah.
Like you like slime, you like to play with slime, make a fucking slime.
Right.
We gonna get that shit patent. We go eat.
Exactly.
Like, so, it was just basically like of perspective, and all the other shit with me and Illy is like, that's real. Like, Illy like a brother to me. I don't have a big brother. So,
right.
Like, me and Illy like, really grew up like brothers, and I love him to death. And he was supposed to really go pro.
That shit's so dope, cause it's like the way you on the song, it's like you talking and you rapping, it's like you hear the love that you got from him. I thought the dude was dead at first, until I kept listening. That's why that's why we gotta get out like that. That's a thing we gotta change within our culture, man. We gotta big up each other while we here. Right, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what I don't want to do. I don't want to have to tell my nigga I love him when he in the ground.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want to have to tell the culture, man, I appreciate you pulling up on me. Something happened to him. Like, you know what I'm saying? We need to start giving each other our flowers now. Cause that's when it matter. Cause when we there and gone to the ground, we don't know what the fuck going on.
Right.
We just waiting for the rapture. Whatever go happen, or Israel to blow his trumpet. Whatever you believe in, we
right.
don't know. Right. So
yeah.
I'm just saying, at the end of the day, like it was. I felt like Illy was somebody that had to do that for. You know what I'm saying? Cause he really been there with me, support me with anything I said I was gonna do. Like I used to literally sit in the back room with Illy and tell him like I'm gonna buy me a Hummer. And he used to be like, yeah, you go get you one. You know, I used to tell him like, man, I'm gonna put yellow diamonds in my teeth. I had to be every bit of like 8 years old telling him, I don't want white diamonds, I'm gonna get yellow diamonds. He was like, yeah, you go get it. And like he always was that, just supported what I did.
That's dope.
Yep.
So like, in the song called Wanting More, like I like that song too because that was a song that really showed like your growth and showed that you have like understanding.
Yeah.
Cause in the part of the song, you know, you talk about your like BM and she was with the opposition or something like that. And, you know, it's like, but you know, you say you realize you couldn't blame her for it, like, you know. So like, I want to know like what kind of thoughts were you going through before?
Yeah, on Wanting More, man. Wanting More was Wanting More was one of them fucking records, bro. Like one of them records I remember being on my fucking bunk.
Right.
Like, you know, thinking about the shit. Cause what niggas don't know, like niggas got nothing but time on their hand in jail. And time is the idolized devil's workshop, my nigga. So like of course, like, you know, I call them my partners and they like, nigga, your baby mama, what the whoa. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like,
last thing you need to hear.
Yeah, and I'm like, you know, but me being the man I am, you know, even then we talking about like, nigga, I'm damn near teen still, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, fuck, I can't do nothing about that. Tell her buzz it over.
Right.
But like, what I'm gonna do? Shit, when I come home, you know, keep it tight for me. I can't do nothing for you back here. You know what I'm saying? So it was just like one of them situations, like I said in my song, I said I laugh about it now, but I cried on my bunk.
Right.
Like standing up pictures about the ripple make them jump.
Yeah.
Remember the damn pain, but I act like I don't. And the cut turned to a scab, and the scab turned to a skull. And I hate the fact she left that fucking scab on my arm.
Yeah, man.
Like,
Why
you feel me? So
nigga
like,
can't make that shit if you ain't been through it, dog. That's why we try to tell a nigga something real talk.
I mean, you know, man, I'm gonna tell you, man, my mom, it's songs that my mom tell me don't put out because they just too real.
Right.
Like, you know, I can't rap about nothing that ain't me. Like, you'll never hear me talk about hopping out of Lamborghini. Never. You'll never hear me talk about hopping out of Lamborghini. You know what I'm saying? You'll never hear me talk about I got fucking 5,000 bricks. Like, cause I don't.
Right.
But you gonna hear me saying, nigga, I'm fresh as fuck. I fuck a nigga bitch. I ride in a Chevy. I got a couple whips. You know what I mean? Say some shit like that. Like, you know, but like just Wanting More, just one of them situations. Like, and Wanting More was like really like me reflecting upon like being a better man. You know what I'm saying? Like I wanted so much shit in life and I got it all. So I'm just like, damn, if I wanted all this shit, what if I wanted some more shit that really made sense? I just wanted all this worldly shit. I just really wanted a nice whip. You know what I'm saying? Get my hustle on, own a few businesses, like, you know what I'm saying? Get my song on the radio. I did all that bullshit. Like, I wish I would have wanted more. Cause now I'm at a space where I'm trying to figure out what more I want. Right. You know what I'm saying? So like, you know, I wish I would have wanted more. I'd be in a better position, but it ain't never too late. And we all go through that as men, like trying to conquer. But we don't even realize what the fuck we be trying to conquer. Cause then when we conquer it, we like, damn, what the fuck I'm gonna do now? Shit, I wanted to save up 20 pounds. Now what I'm gonna do? Now you ain't got a plan for the 20 pounds because all you did was wanted to get 20 pounds. Like, so now you got the 20 pounds, you go fuck around and blow it because you ain't really had no plan for it. Right. Like, so it's just like, what do we really want? Like, you know, what we really chasing? And that's how I gotta have to reflect on myself one day like that. What I really want out of life. Right. I really got everything I ever wanted. Fuck, I don't want to die. Like, I want to keep living. So what I want, and you know, the answer to that is just to be successful. Successful doesn't necessarily have a dollar cap on it. Success is like, you know, creating wealth for my family. Success, like, you know what I'm saying? Being able to like become a superstar, leaving the door cracked for a a young nigga at the end of his ledge that might not made it if I ain't leave that door crack for him, you know what I'm saying? Like, put my city where it's supposed to be at.
Right.
Even if I ain't the forefront nigga, just being able to be like, I sparked the flame that caused the fire for the whole city to, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, you know, I'm cool with shit like that, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I definitely think that's something that we gotta try to teach, like generational wealth.
yeah, definitely.
Shit for our family.
Definitely. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I just took it to another level, like, you know, like, my kids got trust funds and shit.
Right, that's dope.
Like we buy these sneakers and we eat out, all this other bullshit. Like we can't put $40, $50 to the side for some life insurance and $20 more for a trust fund for your kids, my nigga.
Right.
But you tricking off $40 to these hoes, 3 hoes a week. That's $120. That go your money you could have put to the side. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't knocking a nigga for what they do, but take care of your family, bro.
Right.
Like, niggas be doing all that shit. They got niggas behind the walls. Like, niggas don't sending them no canteen. Niggas got kids out here. They ain't even looking out for their kids. They trying to smash a nigga baby mama. Like, all kind of fucked up shit.
Right.
That ain't, you know, that ain't what I stand for. Like, you know, my niggas behind the wall love me. Free Marley.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, so it just be them situations. Like, you know, like, we gotta do better as people, but that's where I feel like I come in at and I address these issues within the music.
Right.
And make somebody self-reflect on some shit that they realize, damn, I'm fucked up for that. You know, ain't nothing wrong being fucked up. Like,
right.
But owning up to it and being better. That's what I wanna be. That's what I want. I wanna be that voice in niggas' heads that ring that bell, you feel me?
Right. So like, you know, you mentioned that like your sister ex. Well, hold up. First of all, like, how many siblings do you have?
I got one brother, one sister.
One brother, one sister.
Yeah.
Okay, so cause you mentioned like your sister ex made you a hustler
Yeah,
and
man.
stuff like that. So like, I want to know like, was your sister boyfriend like the one who just got you involved, or was he like your example that made you want to do
it? Was like, like my sister like was the prettiest chocolate girl on the block her whole life.
Mm.
And like she always fuck with the D boys, you know, and like fuck me being 4, 5 years old, like that's all the niggas you fuck with. I'm influenced by that, like
right.
subconsciously, like, you know, these niggas got fucking Haribo nameplates, pocket full of money. You know, they in the kitchen doing their thing. I'm like, what you doing? Niggas start showing me shit, you feel me?
Right.
So, you know, that's just how simple it is, just being a product of your environment. Like, and you know, that shit when my parents ain't leave that lifestyle out for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm just saying how simple it was, just being influenced by it, because there's some boyfriends that I just observed, you know? Like, them niggas ain't had to show me nothing. Like,
right.
I just watch them. I watch the way they walk, watch the way they talk. Like, watch the authenticity of the shit that they was doing. And I'm like, all right, this real.
Right.
That shit nigga doing down the street, that's fake. I watch them and be like, oh, that shit fake.
Right.
Like, oh, like, you know, I always was real observant. Like, you know, too smart for my own good, really.
Right.
And that's what I mean. Like what I said, until my sister exes turned me to a dealer.
Right.
Because that's all she dealt with. So I was just influenced by that shit at such an early age. Like, you know, it wasn't really no coming back from that shit, really. Because once a young nigga see that shit, like, man, I ain't fucking, I don't want to do that.
Right.
I want to do this.
For real.
So, you know.
It's that simple. I'm talking about. But, you know, you also talk about the downsides to, like, being in the dope game and stuff.
Definitely.
Like, you know, you say you have, like, because of the dope game, you have kids from coast to coast. And, like, so, you know, you're not really being able to see your kids, I guess, or, like, as much as you would.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like, can you talk about how that makes you feel? Like, how you deal with that?
Man, that's a tough pill to swallow for me, man. Just, like, at one point in my life, just resenting my pops just because, like, he wasn't there for me every day, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I don't know, I always felt some type of way till I became a man. He always used to tell me to become a man, you understand? My pops was no hustler or nothing, but my pops was a player.
Right.
So it's parallel to the extent, but it just made me realize how much, like, you know, like, I don't know, it just is one of them things, like, you know, having kids that's just spread out, you know what I'm saying? Like, that ain't really nothing cool. That ain't what I want for my sons. Like, I love my kids. I wish they was with me every day.
Right.
But that ain't ideal. And that's not how my life was set up. That's not how I made my life. I could have made it different, you know.
Right.
I tried to make it different, but it just really break my heart that I just grew up to be just like, just break my heart that the same shit I resent my pops for, like I became him, you know. And I just speak about the downfall of decisions that you make, like on all aspects, but it just tied into decisions of being what I am, what I've been. Like, you know, that's the downfall of that shit.
Right.
Everything in this shit ain't peachy and cream. Like, you know, niggas listen to these rappers think they go get a brick and get rich. Nigga, you go get a brick and be in a hole. Feel me?
You don't never really be able to get out.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. Yeah,
I'm gonna tell you the real though. Nigga go lie to you though. I'm gonna tell you the real.
That's
I'm gonna tell you the real. Like, I'm rare.
Right.
Like, I beat the eyes, homie. Not cause I fucking told on a nigga either. Beat the eyes cause I'm real.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And being in the streets don't make you real. Being true to yourself make you real.
Right. So man, you like gotta be working on an album or something, man. Like,
man, listen. Mark my fucking words. This murder cabbage shit I'm working on.
Right.
It's gonna shake the fucking world.
Oh, nigga, can't
it's
wait.
dropping in January. That's
right.
all I'm gonna say, man. The murder cabbage is gonna shake the fucking world. I promise you. It's gonna change everything. It's gonna bring everything back to the essence. Everything back to the essence, nigga.
Right.
You heard me? That shit just on another level, man. Like, I'm serious, man. Shout out to all the niggas, the greats that came before me. Feel like Phil always holler at me, man. Phil always holler at me and give me positive advice. Mr. Marcelo, UTP Skip, that's my fucking big dog right there.
Definitely.
Oh, Mr. Meana, fucking Partners in Crime, Baby, Cash Money, Master PC, Murder. Like, nigga, Juvenile, Free BG, like, Hot Boy Turk, like, all these niggas that came before me. TT Tucker, last but not least, I seen Tucker at the concert. I went up to him and shook his hand and said, Tucker, bro, thank you.
Right.
Nigga, you created the whole sound. Like, if it wasn't no Tucker, it wouldn't be no JayArson sitting up here. All them other dudes, Gregory D. Like, you know, like, this was the Murder Cabinet project about, like, like, really letting nigga know, like, yeah.
That's what's up, bro. Like you said, bro, you all real, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what make you unique, dude, and that's why I say I'm a fan.
Thank you, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm a fan of your work, too.
Really do.
Another one. You took it up with that one.
Yeah, bro. Like, for real, though, bro. I'm gonna go that extra mile for the ones that, you know, like, for real, though, bro.
I appreciate that, too, man. That's why, nigga, you can call me up anytime. I'm pulling up.
All right, bro.
Whenever.
Appreciate that shit.
Anytime. I mean that.
Alright, man, so we're good talking to you again, man.
Vice versa, man. I'll be back, man. Cause when the Murder Cabinet shit drop, you gonna be like, oh, we gotta talk about it.
You already
gotta talk about it. So I'm here, man.
I'm kidding your fault that we go, you know.
We going
yeah, man. Alright, man. JayArson, y'all.
Shit.
Alright. So
yeah, bro, look, we got security in the building, man. This nigga know the culture is not playing. This nigga comes prepared and do his own game. I mean, that nigga at the door like, you heard?
Yeah, you gonna need God's help for me, nigga. Yeah. JayArson, I got the top down in this bitch. I get you knocked off. JayArson, man. They call me JayArson because I set shit on fire. That's the truth. No lies, straight facts, nigga. Yeah. JayArson on the mic, it's like a devil took a laxative. I'm in the streets like Project Kids, stay strapped.
Well, I remember when Justin was a little boy, he used to do, in grade school, he won a...
It's my love story, baby. I love you so much. You feel me?
All I ever do is sit back and count money, watch. You always by my side.